The Empress heard of these resisting Kameleokians from her henchmen, and knew that something had to be done to keep them in check. Being unable to survive outside the water, Bezeldra decided that she needed a human male to become her mate. This man would serve two purposes. He would carry out her orders by governing the land, and he would impregnate her so that a hybrid son may be born to carry on the Karaokean legacy. She ordered her drones to bring a selection of the finest human men they could find. She chose the man who most resembled the Okayan ideal. She fed him her heavy food and made passionate Okayan love to him. After the love-making, the Empress was satisfied with her choice. She renamed the human Emperor Sting and put him in charge of her Karaokean enforcement squad. He would carry out her orders on land and actively seek out the Kameleokians. After she bestowed this honor upon Sting, she was shocked to discover that the pointy ears Sting had, the ears that had initially drawn her to him, were false. She thought she had been tricked and was enraged by the ruse. Having used up the last of the heavy honey, the Empress was stuck with Sting as emperor. She forced him to wear a crown of her choosing as a symbol of his deceit and shame. Bezeldra gave him her orders and sent him to land. Sting's first job as emperor was to transform a highly profiled human into his assistant. He would do it with the use of Okayan technology, an implant that rendered the host devoutly obedient to the karaoke calls. What the emperor didn't know was that the implant carried instructions for the host to alert the Empress if Sting were ever to overstep his bounds. Sting decided to make the president of the world, Harry Balzac, his assistant. He took Balzac hostage and installed the implant. The president of the Earth would from then on be known as Dr. Drone, and his wife was nowhere to be found. She had disappeared from the public eye and faded into obscurity. Dr. Drone did not care that Marie was missing, for she was no longer his wife. He was married only to the song. With the Emperor in place and Dr. Drone keeping an eye on him, the Empress remained in Atlanteokia, giving birth to a son. He was a perfect mix of human and Oki, and he had a beautiful singing voice. He grew into adulthood at a rapid rate. Within a few weeks, he had become a young man. The Empress kept him with her, and there they have remained, content with the New World regime. But Bezeldra's contentment may not last long, as even now, Fortune's wheel begins to spin. Forces are aligning. Change is in the air. Will the Earth forever be a Karaokean fortress? Or will the Kameleokians wrest their planet from the Queen's grasp? This is the time. This is KARAOKALYPSE WOW! Battle for Earth.